Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com. A breakout trading tutorial here. This is the NinjaTrader platform. We've got our range breakout indicator on here. We've got the bias depth heat map down below. And we've got the Guardian zones on there. Now the Guardian zones are only available for NinjaTrader, but they are really hot. So they're multiple time frame support and resistance zones. So where institutional traders continually make decisions to either buy or sell will form zones. We can put those on the charts automatically on different time frames. So currently we're on the 10-minute time frame. I've got the 60-minute showing in purple. If I just take the purple off, you'll see the 30-minute is in green here. There's no 15-minute at the moment. It's all down here. The current 10-minute time frame, all the support and resistance is down below. I can even put on the daily here. This is really wide because we're on a 10-minute, but it just goes to show you this support that we've had all the way overnight and through the European session, and then what it's bounced off today, this daily support zone is very, very strong. So we understand that the support and resistance zones are added automatically and taken off automatically if they're not tested. So when we had these sort of 5 or 6 tests, including the European Open today, the software automatically produced this 30-minute support and resistance zone on the 30-minute time frame. We've got some 60s down below here, and we've got a 60 up above. So one of the things that we play with gold on a Friday, and this is a Friday, is the data reversal. So we're going to talk through that trade now, because I think it's very poignant to understand where the support and resistance zones are, where our entry is going to be, where our risk reward is going to be, and where those other trading opportunities are. So I've got the New York gold pit open here. Okay, so this is the 8:30, and then we get the data reversal coming in when the data comes out. So this candle closes at 8:30. Then we get the big data come out. So we've got the New York gold pit open 10 minutes before. We define that range. The bias for the range is bullish. We're going to go long. We want the breakout. Okay, we want the data reaction. The bias depth heat map. Every single time frame on here is green except for the current time frame, the 3-minute time frame. Sorry, we're on scalping here. So we are good to go. In depth we go up time frames as we go down. So that's a very, very strong. So we've got signal, we've got the confirmation. Now we just need to figure out where our entry is, and to be honest, the Guardian zones really do help that. If we didn't have a great deal, if we had a lot of fresh air up above the range, we'd go very aggressive outside of the range at this point here. So more conservative entry is to actually go long above. So I'm going to put risk reward on here. I'm going to put the stop below the range. That's where it traditionally would be, and I'm going to put the entry above that 30-minute support and resistance zone. Then I'm just going to change that to my risk reward template. So I'm going to put on the 1 to 2, load that template there. So we can see we have a risk reward of 1 to 1.6, 161%, nearly 200% to the top of that support and resistance zone. That's a great target. That's a good risk. 1 to 1.6 is really, really great, and it's a lot of ticks. Okay, it's 120 ticks. It's a big move, and this is what we're looking for. So when we get those, let me just take that risk reward out of the way, because I think that's important to see. But also now we can understand when we get these big data reactions, we put a straddle trade on here. We put a trade to go short on the data reversal, but we're going to go into support. So we're not really interested in that one. So what we're interested in is the long. We're in a reaction to data on gold, breaking out of this range. We've got the range breakout defined in green, so we are looking for longs. We've got the bias depth heat map giving us some confirmation. We've got risk reward using the Guardian zones, fantastic, over 120 ticks odd to this next support resistance zone. So we put our order on, we put our take profit in just inside that zone, and away we go. So in 30 minutes, there or thereabouts, we hit the target of 120 ticks. Take out the target, it then comes back down to test that 30-minute zone again for the New York Stock Exchange Open. This is not freaky stuff, guys. This is the Guardian zones, understanding where those decision points of institutional traders are and putting them on your chart for you. Then we get the range defined for the New York Stock Exchange Open. We get the high and the low of the range. We have another candle here. It's an inside candle, and then we start to move up. Look at the bias depth heat map, all green down below. We look for a long breakout here, okay? And look where we are right now. If we do the risk to reward here, let's put that on. So this would be around there and there. So a 1-to-1. But that 1-to-1, we've just won 120 ticks. We're going to risk 40 ticks for a 40 tick win. Okay, so that's not bad. That's 160 ticks if you're going to take your profit out there. But to be honest, that went so quickly because we had more data come out. That, you know, before that data comes out, you're going to put a make sure you got your stop in, but that just shoots through that support and resistance zone. And we're at another 120 ticks profit right now. So it's combining, it's getting a signal, having a strategy like the range breakout, which really does define ranges, defines the bias. You get the bias depth heat map to give you that confirmation and have those support and resistance zones from the Guardian zones on your chart to make sure you've got fresh air and you're not going into danger. And also a good time to take those profits as well, because that's a strong zone. That's been tested on multiple occasions as support here. Look, if we go back left, very, very strong zone. We can't ignore it because institutional traders don't ignore it. How do we know? Because on the 60-minute time frame, this is where they make decisions. So this is a fantastic opportunity. I'm going to put the links down below for the NinjaTrader range breakout, the bias depth heat map for those confirmations, and then we have got those Guardian zones which are a subscription monthly to be on your chart no matter what you're trading.